Hello guys, welcome back to another ahorita boy another video. So basically I just want to talk about Jim Carrey, right? I think that's his name. Let me search it up real quick so I don't fucking sound retarded. Yeah, Jim Carrey. So I was watching this video about him, and there's a lot of people in the comment section that are saying that he got replaced by a clone. And even though that's not out of the realm of possibility anymore with everything coming out, like I'm pretty sure people are very untrusting of people in higher positions, and especially in a place like Hollywood where it's very much just all hierarchy and all pretty much just fucking it's just fucked up. It's a fucked up place to be in, right? I'm pretty sure that place is just all pure cancer now. Like I'm pretty sure anybody that's trying to come up, I'm pretty sure you would know better than to try and go to Hollywood to try to sign up with people who are over there, because those people sell their souls, bro. Those people are, those people believe in one thing, and that's profit, and that's money. If you believe in that and you want to go into that world, by all means, it's there. Take advantage of it while it's there. Just know you're gonna have to sell your soul. You're gonna have to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Rah, rah, rah. But Jim Carrey is a very fascinating case, right? Because at the start, he's giving people deeper truths in plain sight, and people are like just laughing at the absurdity of his actions. Ahorita boy! But I think within that, right? Because within that whole area of life that he was living in, and with that movie that he did, right? The Truman Show. I mean, I think he realized that he was in an illusion, and that illusion has become his new home, right? But then something that I think that started happening, and this is just my perspective, because obviously I don't know him, and I wish him the best and everything, and I hope he is alive, and I hope he is good, and I hope he's not a clone, because that would just be gay. But from newer things that I started seeing about him, right, he sounds almost like someone that has silently given up, but someone that is still holding on to a eternal belief, right? And what I think happened is I feel like he fell into a spiritual trap where you start to notice that everything is an illusion, everything has double meaning, and nothing is as we see it, because there's always things that we don't see, right? And that being intention, that being energy, that being feeling, right? Feeling is something we feel more, but intention is something that we don't fully can see from a product or see from a thing, right? Because we have to be told this is something we only get orally, right? Orally, I think that's when you talk. But I feel like he fell into this position I was in a couple weeks ago, where I started to notice through my realization of the world that everything exists and doesn't exist, and everything is always here and not here. So everything exists within itself and is absent at the same time. That made me really think and wonder, because if anything could happen, everything has happened. If everything has happened, none of it has happened. And that put me in a really deep space of real inner thought, because that led me to two conclusions, right? That led me to this world, this physical world that we're seeing is fake. It's not real. And we already know that, right? But it's real to wait, it's not that it's fake, because it's both at the same time. It's an expression of our inner consciousness, right? Of our consciousness, of our light. This is how we express ourselves, through our understanding of us at the time being, right? And I feel like he fell into this understanding, or some type of understanding like this, and he just didn't see the purpose in continuing on. Or maybe he's hiding everything, or maybe you never know, right? But this is just a video to make you think, right? This is just a video to make you question everything around you, because nothing is real. He came to that conclusion. He says nothing matters, and he has a point. Nothing matters, but at the same time, everything does matter if we give it feeling, if we give it intention, and if we put energy behind it. But that's just to say, because something that I noticed people saying is that, or like something my sister said too, was that his eye colors changed, And I have a theory, right, that over time of him thinking badly, or not thinking badly, but just thinking that he has to break this mask that he has on, because the truth of it was, yeah, he was wearing a mask, right? He was acting, he was being this person, but it's kind of something like what Bruce Lee said: are you acting to act, or is that, well, I don't know what he said exactly, but just because we act doesn't mean it's not a part of us, like for him, I feel like he lost that spark because he felt like it was part of a higher ego, or maybe this is just the, or on the offhand, right? This is all just a natural progress of the duality of nature, right? Because there's going to be a time where we're at our high point, and then we're going to be a time where we go down. But just because we go down doesn't mean we can't come back up again, right? Because that's just how nature works. We go through our highlights and we succeed, and then we start to cool down. But that's not anything bad. That's just how we work right now in the moment, right? There's things you can always do. Like if you're always pursuing growth, you're always going to grow, but that growth won't be immediate, and it won't even be something that you're trying to express onto the world, because it would be silent growth. It would be the type of growth that you take to your grave because you don't care if people see the growth. And I feel like that's what happened, right? It's not so much that he changed, it's more that he naturally evolved to become more of a enclosed person. Maybe he's pursuing simpler goals now, right? Maybe he's pursuing skill over publicity or fame or money, because things change in our life. Sometimes we need to get to that point, but we get to that point and we start to question our reality again. Was any of it real? Was my achievement worth anything if it could have happened? And if it did happen, and if it never happened, does it even matter? Would I be here for another 10 years? Would I be here for another 20? Does it really matter? Somebody's gonna be here to replace me anyways. I'm just trying to think how he would think. I don't know if that's how he would think. I honestly don't fucking know. Right? So yeah, just a quick video just to make y'all think, but something that it was making me think. But don't take everything as you see it, and think for yourself.